complete the adding that code to the LWC and get the list of contacts for that account. So there is a small tweak here. So basically we wire the method as we have already seen, and we just have one get data result. We just change the existing whatever we did in LWC word. We just using the same piece of code here. But here what the difference is, you have to pass the parameter like this, okay, the dollar record. Now this is similar to your v.record ID in Lightning Aura components. This will automatically, this is a system variable which gets filled with the current data, okay, if it is in edit mode. So now what it is going to do is going to pass this record ID to our get account and it's going to give the results. So now let us see, and of course you have to do the JSON.stringify too, because it returns a JSON object which is actually does not show properly in the console log. So if you want to convert it into a string and see it, you can do the JSON.stringify. Alright, so we have saved this and let's deploy to the source to org. So very simple piece of code. The main thing here is this has to be passed as $record ID. Okay, not like this .record ID. This has to be passed as $record ID in a single quote. So this will pick up the current data. So we already added it. So let's go here and let's select let's select a contact and account. So in the console log, see, it's already returned the data. As soon as this is hit, look at the speed compared to Aura component. Look at the speed at which it's gone and called the method. See, it's almost like immediate. So I'm just going to refresh on the same page. See, it's already got it even before this DOM is rendered. So that's why LWC is fast. So this is what we have done is we have got the data over here, the contacts, the two contacts for this account. So next what we'll do is we'll replace this markup to show the data here. So let's do that next. So for that the change has to happen in the LWC wired. So here we will try to use something like a table, right? We have a data table in HTML, we have data table in Visualforce page, Lightning Aura component. Similarly you have in Lightning Web components also. So I'll just take this piece of code from here. So this is available in the Lightning component reference. You can refer it at any point of time. So let me take this much and put it over here. And now a couple of things I need to do is I need to close these tags. Then there is another template. We have one more template. So this is all available in the Aura component reference. You can use it at any point of time. I'll try to explain, like, what is the table that we are building over here. And also the IntelliSense is good. Alright, so we have this code. So let's understand our template HTML component here. So Lightning card is nothing but to show a title. Alright, then we have a div, and now this is the main thing. Now this is the table. So okay. So now we have to decide now for each. Now this is like typically it is going to take a list. So we have to take the list, and then this is like the table and the var variable. So this will get thrown onto the account object, and then account object dot contacts. Now why do we say contacts? And then again it is for item. So this is a double thing. First it gives us the accounts which is currently there, and then it gives us the account object contacts for the related contact object. Okay. So whatever contacts are there within that account, it is going to throw to the related contact object, and it just takes the key as an ID and the names, first name and the last name. So it's just the object first name, object last name, the same API name. So it's going to show us the list, and I'm just throwing a data input. So this can also be an output also, but I'm just showing a input kind of a thing. We're not doing any data manipulation. Basically we are fetching the data. So now let's wire it. Now the first data has to come from the account list. So that's not, right now we're only consoling log, right? So let's create one account list. So let me create this. And So now this is created here, and of course I need to track, import the track, so that error will go. So now once I have this, what I'm going to do is this dot account list is equal to result. We have to actively assign it, right? So otherwise it will not get this value. Now this account dot list, now since we have given track, will be wired here now, because in track it will come over here, so we have to give account list. So the return value will be the account object, and within that the contacts. So I've just given it a related contacts, and it's going to show the first name, last name. Now why account dot contacts? If you remember in our Apex code, let me open up that Apex code. It's already open here somewhere. Alright, so no, the reason I'm showing you this is in this query there's contacts. Why we are giving this is first is going to return the account list, but within this we are doing a subquery, so we're getting that data. So we are showing this list of accounts. So let's save all of this and fire it up, deploy to server. If you've already done Visualforce page and Aura components, this part will be very easy to understand actually, because most of them are similar in syntax and the wiring is just different. The only difference is at the rate we use import, and no, we don't say controller equal to. Okay, so this is already done. So let's see if we see the list of contacts for an account. So let's give this a refresh. Yeah, so basically we try to see the data over. If you can see, the last name, first name has got generated here. So, and the list is rendering the account and contact data back. So what we can do here is basically try it out, and there isn't any change that is done over here. So it's just like, you know, the DOM takes some time to refresh because there is a lot of HTML that we have added here in the template. So now it's fine. So now we get the data over here. As soon as the data loads for any of the account, my record loads for any of the account, this component is beginning to render. Alright, so it gives us a list of all the contacts. If I had a new contact, it is going to show that, and it also shows a update. This is an input text box, right? So the next step that we will do is we will try to see how to now we have touched the database and got the data from there. Now the next thing is we are going to update the data and change the contact names. So let us see how to do that.